Hi. Welcome to Happy Trails Theater.
Today our film is Heldorado, a really exciting one. We have some great people in this film. Of course, we have Gabby with us, and the Sons of the Pioneers.
Paul Harvey?
Yes.
Barry Mitchell?
Right. And we have Clayton Moore, who has a small part, but later became the Lone Ranger.
You know, when we made this picture, Dale, we went up there just for Christmas.
Oh, yes.
And, of course, a lot of the fellows had never been in a gambling town before, and I think some of them decided they'd kind of try their luck.
Oh.
So I'll never forget, we ran into some bad weather. And, of course, each night they were free to gamble if they wanted to. And the picture ran over time and over schedule and everything else. And so we couldn't finish it before Christmas, so we had to take the whole crew and go home for Christmas. And I want you to know that was the hungriest Christmas that whole crew ever had.
Santa Claus was pretty lean, wasn't he?
Yeah, they ran out of money. Then one morning, remember when we used to pick some of the guys up, they decided they're going to stay all night and gamble?
Yes.
We picked some of them up one morning, and one of the guys walked on the bus and had a silly grin on his face and looked down the bus, and we were all sitting there ready to go to location. And he says, "All I am or ever hope to be, I owe."
That's right. Well, it's time right now to go for a break.
Vegas.
Great celebration of the year, free to everyone, and it's all in fun. Eldorado is here. Eldorado, Eldorado. Live again the days of yesteryear, where a smile is king. Raise your voice and sing. Eldorado is here. There'll be thrills, you know, at the rodeo, where a cowboy chant will be made, and the dudes are dressed in their western best when they join the big parade. Eldorado, Eldorado, where blues will never do, so lend an ear. If you wear a print partner, you'll be in. Eldorado is here. There'll be songs you know when the lights are low, telling tales of trails gone by, and it may be you'll find a rendezvous if the moon gets in your eye. Eldorado, Eldorado, the greatest celebration of the year, where your gloom will end, everyone's your friend. Eldorado is here.
I told you this road looked familiar. Well, it must be spring. I see all the groundhogs are out.
Say, how's business, Ranger? Anybody stole Boulder Dam lately?
She was still there this morning.
Roy, you should have been along on the rodeo circuit with us. Sure been paying off.
Yeah?
Hasn't it, boy?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
We sure have cleaned up, boy.
I'll bet you did. Just about enough for coffee and beans. I'll take a regular paycheck any old day.
Give me the rodeo.
Fresh money.
Paycheck, huh? Well, you better start earning it. We just passed the dam. We saw a few things that looked like they might need investigating.
Oh?
Yeah, a lot of suspicious looking
Well,
stuff.
thanks, fellas. I'll see you later.
Okay,
Roy.
Take it easy. Hey, fella, how much money is a regular paycheck?
Pretty, ain't it, Roy?
Not bad. Why didn't I catch it?
You know, there's a lot of tourists pass by here. We don't want none of them to miss the celebration.
There's another pretty good place right over there.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. Might as well get your money's worth. It's $100 fine anyway.
Yeah. Huh? What's that? $100 fine?
Yep, and 60 days in jail. You're facing government property. Of course, you wouldn't let a little thing like that bother you.
No. Come to think of it, I know a much better place up the canyon there. I don't see what harm a couple of little flimsy posters will do. Why, that won't look no bigger than a fly speck alongside of that dam. Trouble with the government is they ain't patriotic.
Don't forget that one over there.
Well, I'm getting to it, ain't I? You know, sometimes I wonder whether you're with us or against us. Are you going to pitch in this year and help us wrench it?
Sure, I'll be there in a couple of days.
Pass these out among your friends.
I'll distribute them personally.
Calling Miss Carol Randall, please. Calling Miss Carol Randall. Calling Miss Carol Randall, please.
Hey, boy. If you find her, let me know. I've been looking all over that dad-blame place for her.
Give us the lowdown, Miss Randall. We heard you were bringing a house party out here in a Fifth Avenue bus.
Boys, please, I've given up that sort of thing.
You mean your family threatened to cut off your allowance?
Well, that helped me to reform.
Excuse me, Miss Randall, your horses have arrived.
Thank you.
Hey, shoo, stat, get out of here. What did I tell you fellas about swamping Miss Randall?
Thank you, Gabby.
I got your whole day mapped out for you. Luncheon with the Heldorado Committee at 12:15. Trip to Boulder Dam, 1:45. Dinner with the governor at your father's ranch. And
Gabby, I'm in enough trouble with my family already. You know, I'm supposed to keep my picture out of the paper, boys.
yeah, but the committee's waiting for you. They got a great big surprise for you. Today's your lucky day.
Gabby, I think you're a darling. But you remember you promised not to arrange my vacation for me this time.
Yeah, but I thought maybe you'd change your mind.
Well, that just goes to show you should never depend on a woman.
Hello, Ann. Have a cage for this one?
I think so.
Thank you.
Say, do you have another scarf like that one you're wearing? I'm going riding and I need something to keep my hair back.
They have some in the lobby. I'll get you one. Thanks.
Cats.
Well,
Check, please. You know, with the ticket number on it.
oh, yes. I'm sorry. You see, I'm new here and I don't know.
Oh, that's all right. You'll catch on to the ropes in no time.
I'll try my best.
What you need is a decoy.
Decoy?
Mm-hmm.
Gee, thanks. You don't know what this means to me.
That's okay. I'm glad to help you out.
Hi, Roy, you're late.
Hello, Roy.
Hello. Folks, as you know, you've elected the queen again this year for the Heldorado. Well, she's supposed to be sitting right here. But don't you worry none. I'll see she gets here. I hope. Carol.
Hello, Alec. Haven't you strayed a little from your happy hunting ground?
Why, didn't you know? The family decided a long time ago I'd do much better on my own.
Oh.
How are you, Alec? Hello, Joe. How are you? Alex Baxter. His family used to be big society around New York. The way he lives, you'd never know that they were practically broke. He's quite a playboy. He dropped $6,000 last night on one roll of the dice.
You know I was here.
I heard the bellboy paging you.
Oh, yes, he came to tell me my horses had arrived. I was just on my way out to see if they were all right. Would you like to go?
Oh, by all means.
Silver stars, purple sage, eyes of blue. Prairie skies, tender sighs, heart so true.
Let's go in and see what's going on.
Out where Mother Nature's really given all the things that make a heap of living. Silver stars, purple sage, eyes of blue. Got my horse, got my dog, got you. Do I really love it here? Oh, yes, indeed I do. Silver stars, purple sage, eyes of blue. Silver stars, purple sage, eyes of blue. Got my horse, got my dog, and got you. Do I really love it here? Oh, yes, indeed I do. Silver stars, purple sage, eyes of blue.
Thanks, Roy. Well, just like I told you folks, guest of honor's here, Miss Carol Randall. Sheriff Meade decided to make her a deputy sheriff. Thought you'd surprise me, eh? Come on, Miss Randall.
No, Gabby, you promised you wouldn't do these things.
We just gonna make you sheriff, that's all.
Are you sure that's all?
Why, of course.
Well, if that's all right.
You asked for it.
Sheriff, you swear the young lady in?
Raise your right hand, please. State of Nevada, County of Clark. I, Carol Randall, do solemnly swear to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States and the state of Nevada against all enemies, whether domestic or foreign. I will bear true faith, allegiance, and loyalty to the same, any ordinance or law of any state notwithstanding. I will well and faithfully perform the duties of the office of Deputy Sheriff.
I do.
You also swear to uphold the honor of being named Queen of the Heldorado?
Gabby, you promised. You said you...
She do. Will you pin on the badge, Roy?
Sure.
Yeah.
Who's watching the check run?
Oh, didn't you know I made enough money to retire? I'm going into the law business.
And if you find yourself breaking the law, you know you got to turn yourself in.
We'll be back to our feature right after...
Publicity, you're certainly doing all right for yourself.
This seems to be my lucky day. Just one bet. 10 on the red, please.
Maybe you're lucky. Here's 1,000, she's right.
Well, for 1,000, I hope I'm right.
15 on the black.
I'm sorry, Alec. I should have warned you. I'm as unlucky as black cats are walking under ladders.
I'm not much better.
Hello, Sheriff. Roy. Did you want to see me? Yes. I thought you might be able to help us out. This is Mr. Humphreys of the State Bank.
I've met Roy several times.
Sure.
How are you, Roy?
Okay. These $1,000 bills have been coming in over the gambling tables. It's black market money. It's money that's never been declared for income tax purposes. Well, this is a letter from the government authorities asking my office to investigate and report anyone spending these big bills or having them in their possession.
You traced these, I suppose?
To a man named Alec Baxter.
You may have seen this picture in the paper. It's in there 2 or 3 times a week. Big party, society.
Well, I just met this fellow with Carol Randall.
Very likely. He makes a business of knowing everybody in the Blue Book.
Have you talked with him?
Not yet. We have an idea he's spending the money for somebody else.
These large bills are flooding the country. Millions of dollars have passed into the hands of black market grafters. They know they're being checked on, so they're afraid to spend the money themselves.
That's where a man like Alec Baxter is useful. There's a syndicate to buy up these big bills at a discount. Then they take the risk of getting rid of them.
From the way it looks, Baxter's fronting for the syndicate. Well, he's ideal for the job. Always giving big parties and gambling for high stakes. Nobody thinks much about it because he's got that kind of a reputation.
I've investigated him financially. The Baxter fortunes have dwindled down to practically nothing. Alec is used to high living, so he's made a deal for himself.
Well, why don't you hold him for the authorities?
You can't arrest a man for spending legitimate $1,000 bills.
We'd have to prove that he had a considerable number of them in his possession. Well, he's probably got them somewhere, but that's pretty flimsy evidence to ask for a search warrant.
That's where I come in, huh?
I thought I might bring him in for routine questioning while you took a look around his hotel room.
Sure, I'll do it for you, Sheriff.
Here's a duplicate key to his room. There's only one thing to remember. If you get caught, you'll have to get out of that room the best way you can. There won't be any law to back you up.
I'm off duty anyway. This might be a nice way to spend my vacation.
I'll have him out of his room in 5 minutes.
Good.
Hello, Johnny. Come in. Hiya, Mitch. Hi. You look as if you're worried about something.
I'm not. The boss is. He doesn't like the way you've been throwing his money around. For every grand you've been passing for him, all he gets back is 600.
I'm doing the best I can.
Sure. You and your parties, getting your picture in the paper, not to mention the way you've been losing at the wheel.
I thought that was part of our understanding. I have to have the reputation of being a lavish host so that people will believe I really have $1,000 bills to spend. As long as I'm not keeping anything for myself, I can't see what he's squawking about.
Okay. That's between you and the boss. But this time you've got a real job. That's 250 grand you've got there. The boss wants 200 back, and he wants it fast.
It shouldn't be too difficult. Hello? Yes, right away. Thank you very much.
Who was that?
That was the desk clerk, telling me the horses are ready. I've made a date to go riding with Miss Randall.
Mr. Baxter?
Hello, Sheriff.
Sorry to trouble you, but I'd like to have you come down to the office. Just a few questions I'd like to ask.
Can't we make it some other time? I have a young lady waiting for me, Miss Randall.
I already told her you wouldn't be able to keep the appointment.
Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I don't seem to have much choice in the matter.
This way, Mr. Baxter.
Give me some change, Charlie.
Sure.
The sheriff just took Alex out of here. Earlier, I saw him get a key to Baxter's room from the desk, and Rogers was headed in that direction. You better take my master key and get up there. I think something's in the air.
Yeah.
Thank you, Charlie.
The two horses you ordered are ready, Miss Randall.
Fine. Hey, come back here. That's my horse.
But, Miss Randall, where are you going?
I'm going after that horse thief. Get him, Roy! Get him!
bullet hit you?
No.
Well, let me help you out.
Oh, just a minute. My wind. That tree.
Then you're all right?
Yes. Did you get my horse?
No, I didn't get your horse.
Well, that's all right. He's insured.
For your information, I was after the man who was riding him. He happened to be a racketeer. If you hadn't tagged along, I might have caught him.
Well, you needn't be so snippy about it. I couldn't help it. And besides, I had a perfect right to be here. I'll have you know I'm a deputy sheriff.
You ought to put that badge away and only wear it on Halloween.
Well, I don't have to stay here and be insulted.
Nobody asked you.
Oh.
The opening of the celebration will be marked for the colorful Pioneer Parade. All stores and shops will be closed and a record attendance is anticipated. Leading the parade for the third time as Grand Marshal will be Ranger Captain Roy Rogers.
3 times and out.
You know, if he'd stuck to his Grand Marshaling instead of trailing me around for the last 2 days, he could have gone on leading parades until he grew a long gray beard.
Hey, my own mother wouldn't recognize me.
No, not even if she cared to.
Huh.
Now remember, you're perfectly safe as long as you're behind all that brush. Half the men in town will be wearing beards as part of their masquerade. So after the shooting, don't get panicky. Just stick around close to the crowd.
Don't worry, I'll be right in the middle of them long heads.
You know, the parade started. We better get down there.
Roy, can I get a picture?
Sure.
Maybe we ought to have the Queen in this. Hey, Carol,
Yes?
can we talk to you a minute?
Yes, of course.
Would you mind getting up on the horse, please?
Sure.
Will that be all right, Roy?
Oh, sure. Mr. Rogers would be delighted.
Hey, how about a smile? I'm glad I thought of this. I was getting more hard interest out of the horse. That's it. Now hold it. Thanks. Now just once more.
Why don't you and I bury the hatchet?
No more deputy sheriff badges?
Honest Injun. Then we're still friends?
If you'll promise not to fall off any more horses.
I promise.
That does it. Thanks a lot.
The Heldorado, the greatest celebration of the year. Bring to everyone, and it's all in fun. Heldorado is here. The Heldorado, the greatest celebration of the year. Where your gloom will end, everyone's your friend. Heldorado is here.
He did it. I saw him shoot.
Can you tell me what he looked like?
He had great big eagle eyes and a beard.
To our feature.
Crackers and milk. Rather humble fare, isn't it, Alex? But I find it steadies my nerves.
You didn't get me up here for a lecture on crackers.
That's quite right, Alex. Quite right. As a matter of fact, I had something more important in mind. It's unfortunate, Alec, but you have become a definite liability.
All right, J.W. What are you leading up to?
Well, to arouse the police, and after this unfortunate incident at the parade this afternoon, they'll be buzzing around here like flies. I'd be greatly relieved to know that you were safely out of town.
You told you had another $500,000 coming in. I think I'd better stick around for a while.
I think I can find ways to dispose of it.
Now, wait a minute. You're in no position to tell me what I have to do.
Should I consider that as a threat, Alec?
You can take it any way you want.
Well, I'm sorry you feel that way about it, but perhaps we'd better discuss it in the morning.
Think it over. I have an idea you'll change your mind.
Well, it's regrettable. It's most regrettable indeed. It would all have been spared a great deal of inconvenience if only Alec had just been a little bit more cooperative. Of course, this means we'll just have to dispense with it.
To present one of its favorite sons, Roy Rogers.
I'll see you later, boys.
There he is, folks. Roy, riding the horse with the personality, the one and only Trigger.
Getting a chance to be here in Las Vegas and help celebrate Eldorado Day. And as you know, the rodeo is part of the celebration, and we're happy to be here, and I have a group of boys that I'd like to introduce to you. It's Bob Nolan and the Sons of the Pioneers. Come on out, fellas. Way to go. Eldorado. Folks, we'd like to start off with a little tune called My Saddle Pals and I.
Riding the range together, my saddle pals and I, through every kind of weather, my saddle pals and I.
Every night in the light of the bright starry night on the prairie, bedded down all around on the ground where the cattle hard and weary, with a blanket for my bed and a saddle for my head on the prairie, and her faithful ponies tethered here and there.
Riding the range together, my saddle pals and I.
We're side by side in the saddle, through sunshine and through rain. We ride, ride, ride in the saddle, o'er the barren plain.
Riding the range together, my saddle pals and I. Through every kind of weather, my saddle pals and I. Every night beneath the light of the bright starry night on the prairie, bedded down all around on the ground by the cattle and weary, with a blanket for my bed and a saddle for my head on the prairie, and a faithful ponies tethered here and there, riding the range together, my saddle pals and I.
Thank you, boys. Thank you very much, folks. Well, I see Trigger's here, so I suppose he'll want to do a trick or two for you. And we'd like to start off with a little dance or two.
Miss Randall,
Yes,
I wonder if you'd do me a favor.
of course.
Well, I'm entered in the bulldogging, and I have an important message for Roy, and I was wondering if you'd give it to him for me.
Yes, I'd be glad.
Well, he's wanted up at the dam. There's been a shooting. Fellow by the name of Baxter.
Baxter? Alec Baxter?
Yeah.
Oh, yes, I'd be glad to.
Gee, thanks.
tonight will be the steer bulldogging contest. And the first contestant will be Bob No Money Noah. On the move, boys.
Hey, ain't you left yet?
Why?
Well, there was a hurry call from the dam for you. Didn't Miss Randall give you the message?
Carol Randall?
Yeah.
No, she didn't. Take care of Trigger for me, will you, Pat?
Yeah.
Now, what else have you to report?
Well, we didn't find the body until about an hour ago. It's Baxter, all right. You know, the way I figured, someone drove him up here, told him to get out of the car, and then pumped 3 slugs from a 45 in his back.
What makes you think it was a 45?
Because it made such nice big round holes.
Oh, hello, Roy. We're just making a preliminary investigation.
Well, don't let me stop you. Miss Sherlock Holmes, go right ahead.
Thank you. Now, you were saying about that 45. Do you think...
Now that you've taken over, Sheriff, what's the next move?
Well, examine the corpus delicti, of course.
The body's yours.
Thank you. May I see the body, please? Oh,
What's the matter?
nothing. Nothing. I feel fine.
You'd better sit down here before we have another corpus delicti on our hands. You'll get used to it, though.
Oh, sure. Soon as I learn the ropes.
Those tire tracks were left by the murder car.
Well, Joe, the first thing we better do is to photograph those tracks before they get tramped over.
Found these on Baxter.
Better write these down. Gold cigarette case with Baxter's initials on it. A room key from the Last Frontier Hotel. Billfold, empty. 4 tickets to the carnival at the Heldorado Village. This might give us a lead.
The Heldorado Court. Kangaroo Court and Dance Hall. Up in there and see the beautiful dancing girls down at the dance hall at the Heldorado Village. Come on in, mister, right down there. It's a beautiful dance hall.
Hi, Roy. Hi. You got your tickets? Got 4 of them. You mind if I keep them for souvenirs? Sure, go ahead. Thanks.
Hi, Ranger Boy. You're late.
I might have known you'd be here.
Do you have the pictures?
Pictures?
Oh, of course. You know the photographs of the tread marks on the tires.
Yes, I have them, and I'm going to keep them.
Do you mind if I tag them on?
I've never been able to stop you yet.
Look, Roy, I don't like to force myself on people, but after all, I feel responsible. If it hadn't been for me, you'd have had Alex Baxter in jail a long time ago. It's as simple as that.
Baxter wasn't the man we were after. He was just fronting for $1 million racket. When he stopped being useful, they got rid of him. Found some other way to operate. $1,000 bills are still being passed over the gambling table.
Well, just let them keep going. We'll nail them yet.
This is no game for little girls to get mixed up in. They're playing for keeps.
You know what's the matter with you? You're just afraid the Rangers will be shown up by an amateur deputy sheriff.
You know something? You guessed it. Professional jealousy.
Wait a minute. Aren't we going to check the tires?
What do you think I've been doing? I've already checked the parking lot. I'm starting down here and check back this way.
Shorter over this way.
Let those prisoners out of there, Jack. Now listen, folks, I'm warning you. If I catch you wearing those dude clothes again, I'm going to put you in a brig. Hiya, Roy.
How's business?
Fine, fine. Oh, just a minute, Roy.
Anything wrong?
Well, I think I better take another look at you. Your tie's all right. Hat looks good. Shirt, gun.
Everything okay?
No. Wait a minute. You're ashamed. You've got no beard. No beard. He has no beard. Put him in the brig. In you go.
Wait a minute, Judge. I'm in a hurry. I have something to do.
I know what you have to do. You have to sing a song. That's your fine.
Yeah, and here's your guitar. We'll be back to our fishing. Been working here long?
A couple of days. Why?
I'd like to see you in the cashier's office.
Sure.
Those 2 men at the bar, are they friends of yours?
I've seen him around. Why?
I'd like to take a look at that paper. That's what I thought. I suppose these $1,000 bills got in here by mistake.
You figure it out.
That's easy. You work these into the roulette game, then forget where they come from. There's only one trouble that ties you in with a murder charge. Alec Baxter.
Murder charge? I didn't murder anybody.
If you want to prove that, you better start talking.
Sure.
Where did these come from?
They don't tell me anything. All I know is they come in and slip the money to me. Those two fellows out there at the bar.
Is this all you have?
They just give me a little bit at a time. But there's a lot more coming in. Today sometime. 500 of them.
$500,000 worth, and you don't know where they come from or anything about them, huh?
Told you everything I know. Honest, I don't know anything about a murder.
I think I better call the sheriff.
Hi, folks.
Hi, Gabby.
Like everybody's all ready. Hi, Pat.
Hello, Pappy.
Hi, Gabby. All set?
Raring to go.
You can start at any time now, Pappy. We've got this thing cinched. Yeah, we're splitting the prize money 6 ways. Maybe we hadn't better tell the other riders. They might all get discouraged and go home. Hey, Pat?
Boy, that car, that's the murder car we found last night.
Yeah, I know. I've been watching it all day.
Well, excuse me for butting in. I suppose you have the whole case solved.
Not yet, but my hunch was right. Driscoll's working with those 2 men. He's talking to them in the barn now.
I'm sure of it now. Rogers knows more than he's letting on. He was all prepared to take you into custody last night.
And what was stopping him?
Perfectly obvious. Following you. He's looking for bigger game.
But I still don't get it. Why do we have to go chasing off on a treasure hunt?
You should study the way of the fox, Johnny. He leads his pursuers into all sorts of difficulties. I believe there are more hunters killed in the chase than there are foxes.
I think I know what you mean.
Come on, Johnny. I'll show you how to make like a fox.
Hi, Mr. Driscoll.
Hello, Mr. Driscoll. Boy, do you suppose they're going into the treasure hunt?
I don't know, but I'm going to follow them and find out. I don't dare let them out of my sight.
Oh, Mr. Driscoll. Excuse me, Mr. Driscoll. The desk clerk sent this over. He said it might be the letter you've been expecting.
Yeah. This is it.
Thank you.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Forgive me.
Thank you very much. It's a Desert Spring station.
Now, don't start till I tell you. Remember the rule. You ride as fast as you can to the 3 Aces mine, then you scrounge around till you find the clue that tells you where to go next. You keep on going and follow all the clues, no matter what crazy places they lead you to. Somewhere along the line, you'll find the hidden treasure. May the best man, woman, and child win. Good luck to the whole pack of you. 1 to get ready, 2 to get set, 3 to go.
to help. Ride after Roy and stop him. Tell him to go to the railroad station at Desert Springs. It's a matter of life and death.
Railroad station, Desert Springs, why?
Never mind. Hurry, Gabby.
When are we going to fix that wise guy? So stick with me.
Hey, fellas, let them find it themselves. Hey, Lloyd.
Are you the baggage agent?
When I ain't selling tickets on the telegraph key or sweeping floors,
Oh, hurry, please. This is an emergency.
I'm hurrying.
Oh, come on.
Now, what was it you wanted?
There'll be 3 men here in a car any minute. They'll want to claim some baggage, and don't you give it to them no matter what they say.
I'm sorry, miss, but if they got a claim check, there ain't nothing I can do.
Don't you dare give them that baggage. I'm a deputy sheriff, and those are orders.
Lady, I take my orders from the railroad. Besides, you don't look like no deputy sheriff to me.
Well, all right.
And don't slam the door as you go out. These newfangled gals are certainly getting me down. Deputy sheriff. There's no deputy sheriff going around here that I ever heard of. Hey, Spencer, what can I do for you?
I got a baggage check.
What kind of baggage you looking for?
Well, I'm not sure. It's a gift from a friend of mine.
They'll be in here. According to this number, it should be right over here. What? Well, I'll be doggone.
What's the matter?
All the tags are gone. How am I going to find out which is which?
Quit stalling.
There must have been that gal was here.
Search the place. Examine everything.
Hold on, that's against the rules. I'll notify the main office and you can come back tomorrow.
Hey, boss, look here, chicken on ice.
Oh, good.
No.
You're in there.
Rogers will be through here in a second.
Our loose horse must have tipped off Rogers. We'll have to get out of here fast.
Hey, Gabby, give me a hand.
What's the matter, Roy?
They tried to ambush me, Gabby.
These treasure hunts are getting rougher every year. Got a message for you. Carol went trailing off after Driscoll. Said for you to come to the Desert Springs Depot. Said it's very important.
Important? Well, she's walking right into trouble. Gabby, you better cut across and get the pioneers. We'll need plenty of help.
Yeah.
Hey, you ain't gonna leave us like this.
Oh, you needn't worry, Aaron. Buzzards won't bother you much before sundown.
What'd you stop us for? We were in the lead.
It's Roy. He needs your help.
Well, we'll be glad to help Roy as soon as we finish this treasure, huh?
Yeah.
Well, look, we can still catch him. Let's go.
Hey. Yeah, but, boy, it's now he needs you.
If you'll let me out, I'll be very glad to help you find them.
I'll bet you would.
You want to go in there, Ranger?
Get going. Stay where you are. Get over there.
Mr. Driscoll! Mr. Driscoll, let me out! Roy,
Did the light go off in there?
don't be funny.
Get their guns.
Mr. Driscoll, I'll have you put in jail.
Don't get in there. You're staying.
Holy mackerel, someone's already been here looking for the treasure. Hey, fellas, the queen.
Oh, yeah, the queen of the May. Hold those two men for the law.
Yeah, hold those two men for the law.
61,000, 62,000.
Gabby, where'd you get that money?
From Driscoll.
Driscoll? Where is he?
Come here, I'll show you.
What happened to him, Gabby?
Poor fella run into this accidentally.
You're under arrest. I'm holding you as accessory to the murder of Alex Baxter.
Why, you... These meddling girls.
Yeah. That reminded me.
If it hadn't been for that meddling girl, I'd have gotten away with this, and I could get that off of me. I don't want it. Get that off.
We'll be back to our feature.
Celebration of the year, free to everyone, and it's all in fun. Eldorado is here, the Eldorado, live again the days of yesteryear, where a smile is king, raise your voice and sing. Eldorado is here, there'll be thrills you know. When they join the big parade, the Eldorado, where blues will never do so lend a year. If you wear a grin, partner, you'll be in Eldorado. Yeah.
I'll never forget that picture because there was a scene in there where I got locked in an icebox, and when I was a kid, I couldn't stand to be locked in a closet where it was dark, and my aunt used to lock me in when I would run away. I'd visit her, and then she'd get in the closet with me so I wouldn't be frightened. But when I was locked in that thing in Heldorado, I got a real feeling of panic, and I beat on the walls, and I thought, there's nobody here, and they're not going to open it. And you finally opened it, and I could have killed you.
Well, what were you scared about? The light was on.
Oh, that was some picture, wasn't it?
Yeah, you know, Heldorado was a picture that... Heldorado's celebration days up in Las Vegas, and they have, a big parade. It's like the Rose Parade, and it's the biggest thing that happens up in Nevada throughout the year. And they... have people come from all over, and we built our story around Heldorado days, and we rode in the parade, and had Trigger with the silver saddle on, and Dale with her little horse, and it was just a terrific parade, and it worked right into our story.
I had Pal then. Do you remember? I rode Pal. You gave me Pal right after we got married. A beautiful Palomino horse. And I rode him. You know, we have really ridden a lot of parades in our life, haven't we?
You know, that we rode in the Rose Parade, and our wedding anniversary is New Year's Eve,
yes.
And the parade is on New Year's Day, and it ruined our anniversary. For years, about 8 or 9 years.
You know, I can just remember being so cold, sitting and waiting for the judges on those floats.
Oh, boy.
But the main thing that is so hard about a parade, and a long one like that, is smiling for about 6.5 miles. You ever try to do that? Your face just almost cracks.
Especially when you stop smiling, yeah.
Yeah, if you just stop, just relax your face for a minute, people say, "What's the matter with you? You mad about something?"
Say, wasn't it about 4 or 5 years ago that we rode in the a cherry blossom parade in
Yes.
Washington, D.C.
Yeah, that was
That was
a thrill.
nice, too.
That was a thrill.
Yeah.
And the cherry blossoms were all in bloom.
And we had a beautiful day for it, and it was really nice.
Oh, yeah, an absolutely beautiful sight.
Well, down through our many years in show business, we've done a lot of parades all over the country, and the people have been so nice to us, we just can't thank you enough.
You know, one of the things that impressed me so about Trigger, because you would get off of Trigger and walk along with all the people and shake hands, and especially with the children. And you know, I never saw Trigger kick at anybody.
No, he was...
One time, he was just
He'd
an
dance
angel.
half of the way, you know.
Yeah,
Francis.
he was so good. Well, it was a great time. We hope you've enjoyed Heldorado. We've enjoyed being with you on this picture. And so until next time, for the Happy Trails Theater.
Goodbye, good luck to me. The good Lord take a liking to you.